the USD, out of the 1 million, 800 US dollars belongs to her late brother, and it was in a box and it was broken into, and that the money was given to her by her late mother. And again, that there were funeral donations of 300,000 Ghana cedis or so as part of the money stolen. So this for her are the two key things that bring the discrepancy.
You see, that point is neither here nor there. Money which belongs to someone who is dead has been transferred to another person who is living. Do you still insist that the money belongs to the dead person? So I can see why a police will not be concerned about that line of discussion, because when you are dead and you have handed your property over to someone, and I assume that what she's saying is that the money has been given to me, so she's now the owner. So the police are justified in saying that you are the owner of the money. Now, as to whether what she's saying that the money has been transferred or whatever, that will not even matter in the job of the police, what they are doing. It won't matter because they are not investigating the source of the funding. At this point, what the police are doing is to say that, look, someone owns a property, another person takes it, and now we are investigating stealing. Let's not confuse the issues. At this point, the police are investigating stealing against some different people. They are not into the question of where did the complainant get the money from. So there is nothing wrong with what the police have put on record. As far as they are concerned, the money was lawfully in her possession. Therefore, she is the owner at the time. And now they are prosecuting some other people. So now let's shift to the question of source.
But you are saying they shouldn't be bothered about whether she's the owner, and that she's the owner because the money was in her possession. If she says, it's my brother who died, money who gave to my mother who is also dead, as a lawyer, the question that is triggered is if you want to say she's the owner. When somebody dies and they have relations, they have children, either they have left a will, or if they died without a will, there will be an LA or letters for administration, which will spell out who takes how much of what. So could it be the case that as we speak, those things have happened and that the man's children and everybody, the money is for her, that's why she's keeping it?
So that's what
if you deal with an estate, as in the property of a dead person, without having gone through the process, that's also intermeddling. That's also another different thing altogether.
That's what I keep saying, that we need to separate the issues. At this point, the offense of stealing, you actually don't need to find out who the owner of the money is.
Okay.
So when a policeman is prosecuting someone for stealing, all he needs to satisfy the court with is that there is another person who has taken something and has appropriated a thing which does not belong to him. As to whether it belongs to Mr. A, Mr. B, will not play much, probably any role in the prosecution. Now, when we turn the table and we go back to source of the money, then that is where what you are saying will come in. Where did she get the money from? That would be, I think that is what the special prosecutor is trying to do.
You are saying that if a complainant goes to the police to say, you are too smart to say that, but I'm asking a question for the purpose of our viewers.
Yeah.
That complainant goes to the police and says, my car is missing. It's been stolen. The police won't confirm that, in fact, you had a car and it has been stolen before they pursue it.
You see, the police would confirm that you have a car and all right, but it doesn't take away. What I'm saying is that it doesn't take away. See, what the minister is saying is that the police should have put in their summary of facts that the money does not belong to me. It belongs to some persons who are dead, right? And I'm saying that from a practical point of view, if you're a police officer and you're prosecuting such a matter, your interest will not be the source of the money. Your interest will be who has possession of the money, who is the complainant.
Possession.
Custody of it. Custody of the money. Who? So the legal ownership or the title to the money is a different question which will be gone into separately by another institution.
Okay.
So in as much as the police will be interested in who actually owns the car, in the matters of court and what they are going to do, they have no interest in tracking or tracing the source of the money up to the minister. So it is understandable why the police will not place much emphasis on where the money came from at this point. However, when another institution or even the same police is trying to investigate the minister for the source of the money, which is not the focus of what the police are doing now. Then they can go to, okay, you said this person gave it to this person is dead. Then they will ask the question you are asking, okay, where is the bail that distributed the money? Even the person who died, what's their title to the money? Because clearly she's not a public officer. And whatever she has in her possession or even ownership or title to, we are interested in knowing.
Okay.
And it is our right to know. And it's her duty to let us know what the source is because she's a public officer. So while the same question may not be put to a private person, she is a public officer. So pretending, like you said, over millions of public money. So if we find a situation of this kind of money in your possession, we are entitled to know, and you are under every duty and obligation to tell us how you came by those